Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm G&G, and in this episode of Sleeping Giant, as you may have seen from the title, we are going to discuss how I have been sacked as manager of Schalke halfway into the season. Well, just short of halfway in the season. A 16 game stint here at Schalke, 31% win rate, 43% loss rate. But that is not why we've been sacked. It was nothing to do with results, and in fact we had started to turn things around. The reason the board have given, it's a little bit of one I'm a bit angry about, a bit embarrassed about getting sacked so early, but yet the reason they've sacked me is for failing to play Ralph Furman, even though I promised to do so. Now, what has happened here is Ralph Furman is the club captain and goalkeeper, and the day after I was called into the board in the last episode, where I was called into the board over the poor results, and they said to give us more time, the following day they called us into the boardroom and asked that we play Ralph Furman more in games. So we agreed that we promised that, and since then we've played 3 games, and Ralph Furman played all 3 games in goals. He kept 3 clean sheets, so maybe I should have been playing him sooner. That's my mistake, but I kept my promise. He played all 90 minutes, obviously, as goalkeeper, and board decided to sack me. We had, as I said, started to turn things around. If we go to Schalke, go to their schedule, you'll see here we had won 3 games in a row for the first time this season. We changed our formation up a bit for 2 of these games. We played a 4-4-2 for this game away to Ulm, and came away with a 1-0 win. A Poulter penalty was enough to get us 3 points there. Then we took on Elfsborg, who knocked us out of the cup, and we came away with a 1-0 win there as well. Paul Seguin scoring late on to give us a 1-0 win, and we made it 3 wins in a row with a win away at Hanover. Leno Tempelman scoring just after half time was enough for 3 1-0 wins in a row, and that left us up in 10th position on 19 points, or 10 points off the playoff position, but we're now 7 points clear of relegation. So we were moving up the table. We had won 3 games in a row, as I said. We now won 5 this season. We've only lost 6 times, I suppose. We had 4 draws as well. We had a couple more of those wins. But yeah, it was all over Ralph Furman, who, as club captain, maybe I should have been playing with Matthias Muller. If we go to the Schalke squad, was down as the key player at the start of the season. It is now Skellingborg. But if we look at the squad and we look at Muller, he is the better keeper. He was the better keeper. They signed him for. He agreed to come in before I joined. We played him in goals. He made a few mistakes. He made a penalty save. We dropped him for 2 games and brought in Furman. Then we brought back Muller. Then I promised to play him, Furman. I played him in the 3 games, and they've sacked me over that. And I think if I was sacked over the results, I would say fair enough, because we haven't had a great start to the season. But that reason is really annoying, because I played 3 games. I started all 3 games. We won the 3 games. We're moving up the table. They said they give me time to turn things around, but they haven't done. Less than a couple of weeks later, sacked in the 2nd of December. So that leaves us with a bit of dilemma. Now, Sleeping Giant is going to continue. We are going to continue. But what we're going to do is now try and find a club to beat Schalke with. Basically, I want to beat them. In terms of the objectives for Sleeping Giant, it is definitely mission failed. We will not be completing any of those objectives. We didn't even manage to complete a season at Schalke. But we're going to look for a new club to manage, probably in the 2nd division. I don't have the 3rd division loaded because I didn't think we'd need it. So yeah, could we go to Ulm? Our reputation is low, obviously. So our chances of probably getting a big club are reduced. What we could do is go to Ulm and take over this job, keep them up in this division, and then get a bigger job with our reputation boosted. We can move around clubs now. We're free to move around. That is not part of the challenge anymore. It's just purely we're going to beat Schalke, hopefully to the Bundesliga, and if not, to finish ahead of them in the Bundesliga will be the ultimate goal now of this save. We want to get a revenge on them for that sacking, even though a lot of it was to do with my poor management, but still we can feel hard done by with the sacking reason, if not the actual sacking. So that's going to be what I'm going to try and do now. Is I'm going to try and find a job. I'm going to apply for this job with just to see are we at this level to manage yet. So I'm going to just apply for it. We'll play on a little and see, can we find a new club. Well, we are back in the 9th of December now, a week on, and another job has become available. It is with Paderborn in the 2nd division in Germany. They are down in 16th position. Just up and coming, they've sacked their manager. They are a team that has been in the Bundesliga as recently as 2020, was it? Yeah, 2020 they were relegated. Haven't been back since. So our challenge could be to bring them back up to the Bundesliga, which would be great. And then, of course, as I said, trying to finish ahead of Schalke. So we're going to apply for this job as well as the Ulm job. We haven't heard anything back about that. The reputation is a lot higher than my reputation, but let's see how it goes. Well, our first unsuccessful application is with Ulm, and that is not good for us at all because their reputation was closer to ours at 2-star. Yeah, this could be a long way to try and get a job, and we may have to drop down a division. So, as expected, our application for Paderborn has been unsuccessful, and it is looking unlikely we're going to get a job before the end of the season. So I think what I might do is holiday on now to the end of the season and see what jobs become available. Well, we are back on the 17th of October, almost a year since we were sacked, and we're getting our first job interview here with Beirut, who are in the 3rd division of German football, and they are bottom of it at the moment and predicted to finish bottom, but this looks to be the level we're going to be at. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this interview and see how it goes. There are other jobs I am keeping my eye on, but we'll do this for now. So yeah, they're glad to see us and great to be here. Let's get started. Can you ease our concerns about your lack of experience? I'm still pretty new, but I make up for it in other ways. Why are you interested in dropping down to a club of our stature? It won't make sense to a lot of people. I'm looking for a new challenge. You have struggled to command the support of your players in your most recent job. What can you say to address our concerns about that happening here? They weren't as bad as people would have you believe. You've previously been embroiled in media controversies. I don't think I was. Citing your inability to command the support of your players. What can you say to address our concerns? Won't happen. We want to ensure the dressing room atmosphere is better than our previous manager. Can you ensure? Yes, I promise to make it a strong and positive dressing room. Our previous manager did enjoy the best of relationships with the supporters. I'll have a good relationship with the supporters. We parted company with our manager much sooner than anybody anticipated. Can you offer assurances that you won't be in for a repeat of that? Yes. I have a proven track record of spending considerable time in a job. Not true, but we'll say it anyway. How would you feel about working with our current director of football? More than happy to work with him. If you emerge as a successful candidate, you would be expected to adhere to the club's vision. So let's have a look at it. Work within the budget. They want to attempt to avoid relegation all the seasons. We could use this as a club to move on from. So we say we're happy to work with that. We're happy with that wage budget. Any requests? Not that I can think of. And there we go. That's the interview done. As I said, there's a couple of jobs I'm looking out for, and one of them here is RW Essen, because one of their main rivals is Schalke. I would love to get this job. They've won a Bundesliga in 1955. A sort of a sleeping giant, I suppose. That would be ideal if we could get that job. But for the moment, we're waiting to see if Beirut want us. So we are back once again. It is the 20th of January now. We did not get that other job, but we have got this interview at Essen. And this is the job I've had my eye on. It finally came up. I applied for it. We have done another interview with FC Victoria Cologne, but this is the one I want with Essen because they've won a Bundesliga, they've won a German Cup. Schalke are one of their fierce rivals. This is a perfect job. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the interview now, and hopefully I'll be coming back when we've been offered the job. And here we are. We have got a job offer from RW Essen, and they want us to sign on the road. They want us to avoid relegation in the first season, then work towards a top half finish. Yeah. We want to get them promoted as quickly as possible. We're over a year out of the game. This is the job I was keeping an eye on. We've got it. So we'll go into the negotiations now, and we will agree to that, finalise the deal, exit the talks. We're back in German football. We have a club at last. We are taking over. Rotaves Essen hire us. Yeah, former Schalke manager from their fierce rivals, but we are in charge, and we'll just go through this to see their history. They won a Bundesliga, they won a cup, they won a couple of regional titles, and yeah, we want to bring these back up towards their fierce rivals, our Schalke, and that's exactly what we want after that sacking from them. There is the expected lineup. We'll go through the team more in the next episode. As I said, there is their club vision, work within the budget, and then record top half finishes. We want to do better than that. The fans want to be competitive against Schalke. I want that too. Fierce rivals are Munster as well, and Duisburg, and yeah, a couple of other teams there we need to finish ahead of, be competitive against Fortuna Düsseldorf and remain in this league, and we do a press conference eventually. So there we go. We have finally got ourselves a new club. It took a while. Apologies, viewers, for that long break from any games, but this episode was about finding a new club after that sacking. We have it. By the way, Schalke, Joachim Low has left them already. He's gone to Leeds, so they are third in the Bundesliga. They didn't get promoted. They finished fourth last season. They're in the promotion chase this season, and strangely enough, they are still in debt. But yeah, we won't worry about that because we have our new club here. It's RW Essen, and in the next episode we'll get to know the team, the club a bit more. what challenges we're going to set for the rest of the save, and play our first game. If you did enjoy today's episode, please drop a like on it. Always good to see more likes if people are enjoying them. Don't forget to leave any feedback you have in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Really helps the channel grow and helps you catch every episode in this Sleeping Giant save. I think Essen still count as a Sleeping Giant, having won a league title in Germany, but yeah, hopefully you agree with that. But please subscribe. There is a playlist if you want to catch up on anything that's happened so far. And until the next episode, please take it easy.